We back. Let's kill the audio last time. Let's see if we did this time. And I just remembered I'm actually making dinner tonight. Did not appear to kill the audio. So, yeah, I'm making this, so I can't play as long as I originally wanted to. So that's why I didn't take that long of a break. But yeah, alright, so we're in the same screen. Didn't even close the game or anything. Just over here looking at himself. Quote unquote soft. Who's Naori? I'm convinced she's the final boss now. Even more than Sephiroth. She's Jenova.
Naori. Shion. Damn it.
Bosses.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Oh, it's not all fiery anymore. Oh.
Take this! It's over! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Oh my gosh. I will not die here.
There! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
Just do this now.
Rising Falcon! Devastation!
Oh, I can't do that. I don't have the flaming sword.
Devastation!
Whack him on the noggin.
This one's all mine! Devastation! Devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Devastation! Great! Next!
Just one down.
This should do it! Devastation! Rising! Devastation! Devastation! Devastation!
Yeah, that's my best DPS.
This one's all mine! Devastation! Rising Falcon! Strike!
Jerk.
You're mine!
Whack him. Juro, shut.
Ah!
Alvin?
Rinwell.
Rinwell.
Dohalim.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Just feeling pain for the first time in
I'm
conscious
just
memory.
glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
More Holy Lance. An intermediate light art that drops a spear of light onto the enemy's head. Yes, please.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
I sense lemons. Oh, wrong button. Astral crystal. Mackerel. Tomatoes. There's the owl. Oh,
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
do I still see it on the next map? Oh, never mind.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
No, thank you.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
Give me exposition.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Somebody slap him.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
$300 old. Your party disbanded.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue?
Oh,
what
shut
do the others think?
Give me secrets. Give me dope new stuff to do. So, I don't know what to say. Oz. This is not the turn I was expecting the game to take. I wonder what the thorns are. They were being very loose with the whole village statement. Dana, I had to survive a lot of death around me to get to where I am now, both as a slave and on my way to this place. All I want now is to live the rest of my days in peace and quiet, so please don't cause any trouble while you're here. Yeah, about that, my guy. Where the hell are we? I see all kinds of trees around here I don't recognize. Is there any hope for us getting back to Malhag Sar? Those the sailors that were on the ship?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Seems like there's been a big shipwreck. People and things keep washing in with the tide lately. Makes sense. Oh, you have something else to say? We should be thinking about what needs to be done. Okay. So there's Kisara. Rimwell. Which means that's law. Let's talk to Rimwell first. Or what is this guy doing? I've tried looking everywhere for him, but I can't find Master Mahalar. Damn it, why do you have to be the only one to have to go down with the ship? Oh, so they are from the freighter thing that we took.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Take it from me. It's really hard to be all alone. Yep. Are you one of the refugees from Pelagian? Pelagian? If so, I need to warn you about something. Our village is secret. For everyone's safety, don't do anything that could attract any Renan attention, alright? It's extremely important. Heard. Good. I don't see anything here that's spoiling or poisonous. It's important that we inspect everything we eat here carefully. There are no doctors or medicine here. So one wrong move and we'd be in trouble. How do you know what that looks like? This harvest looks like it's growing nice and healthy. These are going to taste great once they're ready to be eaten. Don't take food without asking. Our crops are a vital resource that have be shared with everyone here. Have be shared. Have be shared. Have to be shared? Hooked on phonics. You're not actually touching the horse, my guy. I've never met any Danans before that didn't originally escape from Pelagian. You're not going to rat us out to the Renan, are you? Just making sure. So interesting. Oh, I didn't.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
I think now would be a good time for you to reflect on things. Okay. So, he's a Dahnan. Was abducted by the Renans before they invaded. They somehow... So there's a power that comes with being the Sovereign that they put into him for the purposes of the ceremony, which they both Kamehameha, the Renus Alma, Alma, Final Fantasy Tactics, great game. Something went wrong, everything went kablooey. Baby girl puts a mask on him. Naori, the final boss of this game. I am now even more convinced. The fact that she should be like long dead by now. It'd be give more emotional weight for him to fight this chick that. Well, I guess we've only seen her for a little. I don't know. She owns like long great grandma. I don't know. Puts a mask on him, makes him forget. Sends him in a starship. He gets comatose cocooned for centuries. Gets found by Doc. Who wakes him up, and then that's all. That's all she wrote. Oh, what happened? Okie doke. I've got the Panthers and Buccaneers on in the background. Rooting for the Buccaneers. Not the Buccaneers. I want them to lose. Rooting for the Panthers and whoever. Arizona's currently playing, aren't they? Because if they both lose, then the Cowboys can still get the 2 seed in the playoffs this year. Oh yeah, they're playing the Seahawks, so it's an uphill battle, but it can happen any given Sunday. Alright, let's keep going. Let's go find the law. What's this place? Zephyr deceased. Spoiler. This village was founded by survivors who fled the regime in Pelagian. So in Pelagian is the capital city of this place. They left in search of a better life away from the repressive ruler of the Rena and ultimately settled upon here. It's been years since any more deserters have arrived here. However, I'm not even sure how long at this point. What could have happened that stopped the flow of people, I wonder? I'm assuming it's gonna be that guy showing up. Are you outsiders? I've never seen anyone who's not from this realm before. Yeah, our grandpa told us never to talk to guys like you because you're scary and mean. One of the reasons why this is the perfect place to hide is because of the mountains surrounding here. They shield us from the Rena's eyes. Nice hat, bro. Chug. Chug. Homie sleeping. Have they really been here that long? They could have made like houses and stuff. Guess they don't have that many trees around here. They have some. Alright, that's the wrong way. Please, just lay some eggs already. I want to eat something other than fish for once in my life. Sir, that's a rooster. Already talked to them. If you make it through Shinefall Woods, then go past Arium Falls, you can see Pelagian out in the distance. Although, just thinking about seeing that castle sends shivers down my spine, so it's not exactly a trip that I recommend taking personally. Once you escape Pelagian, you have to cross through marshlands, waterfalls, and forests before ending up there. The only thing left after that is the ocean. There's nowhere else left to run, so if the Rens ever find us, we'll be in real trouble. So, I bet they already know where they are. Alright, law. Is he gonna challenge me? We're in this big open area. Is he gonna challenge me to a fight to get my head straight?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too?
This chick.
Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
I believe in you, Alphen. Thanks, bud. Wow, we're going this way.
What will I even accomplish going alone?
There's an owl. Can we find it without Hootle? Oh, there you are. Oh, come on. Disappointed every time I can't do it.
Alfin! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Bubbling fighter extraordinaire. More ag. Inferno punch. Yes. Probably not worth doing that right now since you can't do the whole flaming sword thing. Yeah, just save. Yeah, he's not even. Alright.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
We're done for. Everyone's going to die. Why the Zeugles here all of a sudden? Why now? Get inside, hurry. Why is this dude just pointing? Zeugles are coming? Did the Rana finally snuff this village out? We have nowhere else to go. This village is all we have. We never had to worry about Zeugles showing up here before, so I know. This village doesn't stand a chance. We don't even have weapons to defend ourselves. Or boats for that matter. Are we just going to have to jump in the ocean and pray for the best? Man, it's such a good Hearthstone until those Zeugles had to come in and ruin it. Crap, this is bad news. We've got to run now. Even if we tried to flee on horseback, there's too many people to evacuate. Just where are we supposed to flee to? Has anyone thought about that? I find it hard they didn't build any like boats or anything like to go like fishing and stuff. Sea bream! We can make more of the stuff now. There's a bird. Alright, let's go.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm
He looks so weird without the mask on his little Porsche thing. Oh, perfect dodge. It's like a
This
bird.
one's mine!
Tail's hiding something big. It's over.
What's this? This one's mine!
can't be
Anything in armor is all mine.
It's almost too strong.
Smash it! I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Actually, no, we probably need him. He's the only one that can use healing arts.
That's my right here!
Leave these.
Shut him down!
I used the thing. Oh.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Raging Cascade!
On guard!
I'm on a roll now!
Going in!
Devastation!
Tiger Blade!
Rising Falcon! It's over!
You must surrender!
Devastation!
Inferno Punch!
Lightning Orb!
Okay, eat dirt!
Light after lightning to death!
Mine!
Thunder Blade! Illuminate the dark!
Tiger Blade!
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
On guard!
Here I come! You're finished!
I'm on it!
This one's mine!
Dragon Shell!
Lightning Orb!
Devastation!
Talon
This one's
Hurricane!
mine!
Inferno
Rising
Punch!
Lightning Orb!
Strike!
Dance in the wind!
Not like this!
You'll pay for that!
Illumination!
We don't have it. Why did Dohalim get subbed out? I brought him in.
Inferno Punch! Heal!
Devastation!
Eat this!
Here it goes!
Watch it! Now I'm in trouble!
Here goes!
Benediction light.
Inspiration! I can do it!
This one's going in an instant!
Impact Claw!
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind!
Show!
In here!
Eternal devastation!
I'm on it! That's enough!
You're mine!
Tempest Whirl!
Dragon swarm!
Eat this!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleim kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going.
So many scenes. I don't know what we'd have done without you Outlanders. Excuse me. I owe you all my life. A heartfelt thank you. Let's just see what the side quest is real quick. Should have done that real quick.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
okay.
You people know how to fight Zeugles, yeah? Because I've got a big favor to
Why?
ask. You do indeed appear to be in dire straits. I could have sworn we already wiped out all the Zeugles that were trying to get into this village, though. Oh, you did. These Zeugles ain't trying to attack us. They're stealing our fish. Your fish? Yeah, these AIM Zeugles, they've got huge arms which they use to smash the surface of the water and create these big shockwaves. They do that to stun the fish, which makes them float to the surface and right for the taking.
Damn it.
Somehow they learned how to do that recently, and they've gone damn good at it. It's making the rest of us go hungry. That's quite the pickle you are in.
What?
I don't think Dohalim would say the word pickle. Damn straight it is. I don't think Kisara would say damn straight either. It ain't like these fish grow on trees. That sort of fishing ain't good for our waters.
Is that so?
Oh, so that's your point of contention. The manner which they fish, not the actual fishing part. You guys are the only ones who have what it takes to drive those crazy monkeys out. Can we count on you to help? Let's see what we
Okay.
can do. I couldn't put it better myself. As a fisher herself, this case has gotten her quite fired up. As you can see.
job.
That's mighty kind of you to help us out, ma'am. Sorry to lay this on your feet, but we greatly appreciate it. Fishing fiends.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Do we do that here? By the water? Or is it in the place up above? Alright, so it's not here. Although we'll go get these tomatoes. Thistleum. Yeah, some beef.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Green pigs.
This one will be difficult to predict. Don't suffer in
More for the stockpile.
Take this!
If they rush you,
You picked the
gotta
wrong
jump for
button.
cover, okay?
You're mine! Dragon form!
Forward, ready to go!
In a bind?
Air guard!
Captivity!
You're finished!
I'll grind you into dust! Captivity!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Take this!
My watch.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Take this! You're finished!
Now!
Blow them away!
Tempest Swirl!
Dragon form!
Take it! Elusive deity!
Now!
Winwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I just
I can feel my
realized
power growing!
we can't do a merry distraction anymore because we're now Shion. Silver trunk. Fishing spot.
Benediction light.
Eat dirt! Dragon form!
Negative gate. Captivity.
Be still! Dragon form! Dragon form!
Armor won't save
Charge
you.
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Don't leave! In an instant! Impact block!
Watch this!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
How many days were we out?
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Ooh, they didn't get the first down. What happened to Kelslek? Like, that dude, like, split town. He's originally supposed to be going to Mahag Sar or whatever, and... Where the heck am I supposed to fight these monkeys?
Ow!
There you are!
Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
Eat this! Dragon Form!
Hey!
Here I come! Rip it to bits! This one's all mine!
Resonate with the earth!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield is
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock!
We can really make weapons with this?
Icicle Fang. Yeah, there's nothing but pigs here.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Panthers went for it on fourth down. Did they get it? I don't think they did. Alright, there's those things. Here are the lemons. This is a dead end. This is where we came from. Ooh, I didn't get this. Red rosemary.
What's
Worth.
this thing?
So there's no fishing monkeys here. I'm not gonna go get that fish. Fortress of Not, spoken of in ancient tongue. Oh. Let's just go ahead and rest. Something fancy, but you're simply looking for a place to rest. It isn't outside. You're welcome to stay here. Nah. I know the bedding may not look like much, but it still took a lot of effort to put together. How did y'all build? Obviously something else used to be here. Oh, it's daytime. So we got like 30, 40 more minutes before
I
we
think
got
Hootle senses an owl around here.
Oh, wait. Why would you put me in the direction of this one? Hit the gap. Hit the gap. Wait, where's the damn... I was looking on the wrong side. There we go.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Monkeys!
Right, here goes! Shadow Station!
Pieces! Attack time!
Oh, jerk.
Eat dirt!
In a bind? Do it! Grinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Looks awesome.
Dragon Swarm!
Dragon shell!
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Grinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
2 down.
A comfortable win.
More tomatoes.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Let's see what this
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
stick and move.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Zoogles aren't the only thing you have to watch out for. Mother Dana can be just as cruel too. I'll do whatever I can to help though. What kind of weapons can we make? Now that's just straight up a Lego piece. Lustrous Astral Crystal. A level 5 crystal. Enhances. We don't have any. We can't do any fire stuff anymore. I don't think we're gonna make this one. I think we'll make this one though. Looks neat. actually we want to sell. And buy some. This is a fishing area? No, it's just a area. Immutable crystal. A crystal whose structure never changes, even when boiled and burned, making a potent symbol of imperviousness against all odds. And a thermal rock. A stone that retains heat even when enclosed in ice, making it a handy way to keep warm during the long cold nights in frigid regions. So just like we're our astral crystal. Sitting on the ground. Can we climb up here? Nope. This is just a place to rest.
I find the sounds of the night to be rather comforting.
Okay.
I came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised.
I thought it was weird that it's like, oh, they just put this mask on their protagonist for so long. But now that I see him without it, it looks weird. Who do we talk to? Dohalim or Rinwell?
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
I think he might have more interesting stuff
I
to
wanted
say.
to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almeidrea made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almeidrea? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danon such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
It's alright.
Shall we get moving?
Got the moves. Oh, we can kill him with 2 more monkeys.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Right.
Right, here goes! Devastation! Super
You snap man, good move.
You're finished! Devastation!
Sinian pest.
I shall see you when you stand.
It's over! Here I come! You're finished! Devastation!
That frickin' does it!
Storm! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
All mine! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate. On your
Blue Escape! Eternal Devastation!
That frickin' does it!
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Talon Hurricane!
Dragon Swarm!
Wait, we killed the other one too?
Let's refrain from losing.
Boom. I didn't see that tower. And our treasure.
What's
Bunch
this
of
thing?
gold. Who? Oh, whoops. Oh, well.
Little help!
Light.
Take this!
Now you see what I can do.
It's over!
Almost.
Oh, come on.
I'm not done! Devastation! Super swallow! Talon hurricane! Dragon swarm!
No dawn shall break.
This
It's in your hands.
Sting us!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shell!
Raging
What's
cascade!
this?
Rising wyvern!
Dohalim died? I didn't get any more. Life bottles. Whoops.
Raging cascade! Photon flash! Black astral energy! Photon flash! Raging cascade!
Their arcs were interrupted.
I'll tear you apart! Talon storm!
Struck!
Far enough!
Oh!
Crescent moon!
Light astral raging
Tiger
cascade!
blade!
Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous! Photon flash! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Why hadn't we seen that one before? I don't want to fight. 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 We could have just quick traveled. I now just now realize that. Shut up. Shut up. I knew that. I figured it out in the end.
Okay.
How are things going with the Mape Zoogles?
Okay.
We cleared them all out. Your fish are safe for the time being. Huh? Oh yeah, that's good. Means you won't go hungry down there.
Yes.
Well, they do lots of fish though. Nothing beats going out and casting your trusty
What?
rod. Oh, actually, we use nets to fish here. Way easier that way.
Really?
You what?
Hmm.
They prefer to fish in bulk, whereas you enjoy the thrill of a one-on-one battle. It's simply a difference in philosophy. If you ever need a fishing partner, I, for one, am always happy to accompany you.
Dohalim.
What she said. Oh, things are heating up over here. Looks like you caught a real keeper yourself, friend. Anyway, thanks for all your help with them ape zoodles. Now we can fish in peace again. Life bottles.
Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
Didn't we get resurrection for this guy? Recover, air pressure, resurrection. But he was the one that died, so it didn't really matter. Can we fast travel to... Squeaky chair. Alright.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Sure does. Alright, let's try this again.
Better get everything ready for tomorrow.
Do we miss any? Nope.
Good. This came out.
Oh,
I'll see you again tomorrow. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
yes, sir. So go past them, swing around, we get over here. Oh, phooey.
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! You're on!
Dance in the wind!
Take this! Try harder!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm! It's over!
I'm ready.
Dragon in an instant! Impact Clock!
Ready to go.
Dragon Swarm! Be still! Rising Falcon!
I'm ready.
You're mine!
Jolie! Hey! Blow them away!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Elusive
Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm ready. Jolie! Hey! Blow them away!
We managed to pull through.
So we hang a left. Some pepper. Ooh, some lechuga. Barb crystal. Oh, I hate these things.
Gotta break through! Dragon Swarm!
Smash you!
Holy glimmer!
Bathed in blood! Rising Falcon! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
I'll stop it.
You want to heal us, Dohaleen?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction.
You're mine!
Illuminate the
Dragon Swarm!
Holy glimmer!
Thank you, Dohaleen.
I'm ready! Goodwill! Heaving descent! Flashing fang!
That should be it for the pigs.
I'm not done! Eternal Devastation!
Do it!
Dragon Swarm!
Heaving descent! Flashing fang!
My turn! I'm not done!
In a bind?
Here I come! It's over!
Begin!
Dragon Swarm!
On your knees.
You're on! Dragon Swarm! You're mine!
Eagle assault!
What
I'm
nearly
done for.
Take this!
Raging cascade!
Take this!
Sleep now.
Benediction Light! Dragon Swarm!
Heal!
More where that came from.
I'm on it!
Raging cascade!
Dragon down! Rendering you a bloody holiday! On your
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Now we're all level 30. 2 icicle phase. We return to the main road. I see.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
No, no, no. They just like ran away. We might have. We went over here. I don't think we saw anything. I think we're fine.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Tomatoes. Oh, a camp.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
And part of her evil plan.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
I mean, Is it? Am I better over here? I thought I was covering up the text. I don't know. Put myself right here for. Of course, it was the damn mask. Occam's razor. This thing. It's like he didn't remember anything. Got chipped away. He remembered a little bit. The whole thing goes kablooey, and then all of a sudden he remembers everything. And then connected to his pain up until the thing went away. Of course, then he couldn't feel pain. So of course it makes sense that the mask was the cause of like freaking everything. But why? I don't know. But I feel like this whole conversation was pointless. These characters are smarter than this. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm done. Go back to where I normally am. Oh, that's right. Click on the damn game. Alright. Did we miss any? Nope. Sure. That's a lot of ingredients.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Ooh, we got 9 beef. We can raise sheep. We could do a fourth thing. Sure. Can we forge weapons? Still don't have a lustrous astral crystal. Can't believe we didn't get any life bottles. So, ooh, we have new stuff. Leather. Why have a weapon slot if you don't actually buy weapons? Why would they put that thing of Shion right there? Just a quick reminder, like, don't forget, Shion's in danger. Let's go a little bit further. Just want to peek at what's coming up. Oh. Speedrunner stretch? I hit RB as soon as I went in.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
This is the dumbest
Or you
conversation.
can ask it to send out
What's the
lightning to
point
where
of
there's
this?
bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear foes! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
What was the point of that? Let's bang
I
out
don't know
these
what
scenes
to
before we
do.
dip
Things
out.
can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms. You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Another scene. Those two hook up like at the end of this, right? They become a thing.
Is it just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear, right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Quadruple tap. Or triple. I don't know. However how to do it. Alright. That's going to do it for today's stream. The first one was a lot more eventful than the second one. But it was fun. I'm really digging where this game's going. Man. I don't know what to predict anymore. I want to make a call shot, but I don't even know what I'd do. But I gotta go get dinner started. When does Attack on Titan like officially drop? Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2 premieres in Japan on Monday, January 10th at 12:05 a.m. It makes its way to the US on Crunchyroll and Funimation at 3:45 p.m. EST on Sunday, January 9th. So it's already there. Nice. Alright, so I'm probably gonna watch that this evening. Probably jam some East. I've been playing through the East games on my Vita. Currently on East 2. The final dungeon in that game. But yeah, I'm really digging Tales of Rise. It's been a very quality time experience so far. Let me know who your favorite Attack on Titan character is in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please like and subscribe in there. And follow me on Twitch over at twitch.tv/themicah21. And also check out the MTG Untapped podcast available everywhere you get your podcasts every Friday morning at 7 a.m. Central Time. It's 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific on Friday mornings. Man, it's been fun. I'll probably play a bit some more tomorrow on Monday. Not entirely sure when, but I want to try and get this game finished this week. I really want to start a new one. I'm debating going through. I'm gonna do like Trails from Zero. I got the English patched version. Debating doing the Steam version, but when I found out it's just the Geofront one, they just bought the license to their translation, and then might as well play through this one. Because I love the Trails series. And a lot of people say the Crossbell games are the best ones of that. So I hope to get through, hopefully finish this game this week. So we'll try putting the time to do that. Yeah, alright. Y'all have a great one. Wherever you're doing. And God bless y'all.